Have you ever found yourself putting off important tasks even though you know the consequences? What holds you back from taking action? How does procrastination impact your daily life, whether at work or in your personal routine? Are you interested in discovering effective strategies to overcome procrastination and boost your productivity?
Procrastination. It's something we've all battled with at some point. Whether it's delaying an important project at work, putting off that workout, or avoiding daily tasks, procrastination can feel like an invisible barrier holding us back from achieving our full potential. But here's the good news. Procrastination is not a permanent trait or an irreversible flaw. It's a habit, and like any habit, it can be broken. In this video, we'll explore 5 powerful science-backed strategies to help you stop procrastinating and dramatically boost your productivity. These methods have been proven effective by psychologists and productivity experts, and with a little practice, they can help you regain control of your time and energy. The first strategy: understand the root cause. The science behind procrastination. Before diving into specific strategies, it's essential to understand why we procrastinate in the first place. According to Dr. Tim Pykel, a professor of psychology at Carleton University and an expert on procrastination, putting things off is often not a matter of laziness, but rather an emotional response to stress, anxiety, or fear of failure. When faced with a task that feels daunting or unpleasant, our brain seeks immediate relief by avoiding it, which provides a temporary sense of comfort. This is where temporal discounting comes into play, the tendency to prioritize immediate pleasure over long-term benefits. In simple terms, we choose short-term distractions, like scrolling through social media or watching TV, because they provide instant gratification, even if they come at the expense of long-term goals. To overcome procrastination, we need to address this emotional response and rewire our brain to focus on the long-term rewards. The second strategy: use the 2-minute rule to get started. One of the most powerful ways to overcome the inertia of procrastination is to simply start, and the 2-minute rule makes this incredibly easy. Popularized by productivity expert James Clear, this rule is based on the idea that many tasks can be started in 2 minutes or less. Here's how it works. If a task seems overwhelming, break it down into something you can do within 2 minutes. For example, if you need to write a report, simply commit to writing the first sentence. If you need to work out, put on your workout clothes and do 2 minutes of stretching. The idea is that once you've started, you'll often find it easier to continue. This is due to the Zeigarnik effect, a psychological phenomenon that suggests people are more likely to complete tasks once they've started them. By making the first step so small that it's almost impossible to resist, you trick your brain into action, making it easier to keep going. The third strategy: leverage the power of time blocking. One of the most effective ways to minimize distractions and focus on work is through time blocking. This method involves scheduling specific blocks of time in your calendar for focused work on important tasks. By dedicating a set amount of time to a particular activity, you create a structured environment that reduces the temptation to procrastinate. According to Cal Newport, author of Deep Work, time blocking helps you avoid shallow work, tasks that don't require much thought but consume your time, like checking emails, and prioritize deep work, focused, cognitively demanding tasks that move the needle. Here's how to implement it. Set aside dedicated blocks of time for your most important tasks. For example, schedule 90 minutes in the morning for focused work without interruptions. Break your day into chunks and assign specific tasks to each block. Take breaks between blocks to recharge. Use techniques like the Pomodoro technique, where you work for 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute break. The key to time blocking is to treat your blocks of time with the same level of commitment as a meeting or appointment. Avoid multitasking and focus solely on the task at hand. The fourth strategy: harness the power of temptation bundling. Procrastination often happens because the task at hand feels unpleasant or boring. But what if you could pair that task with something you enjoy? That's the idea behind temptation bundling, a concept developed by Catherine Milkman, a professor at the University of Pennsylvania. Temptation bundling involves combining a task you'd typically procrastinate on with a more enjoyable activity. For instance, listen to your favorite podcast while cleaning the house. Watch a TV show you love while folding laundry. Treat yourself to a coffee from your favorite cafe while working on a challenging project. This method works because it pairs the immediate pleasure of something enjoyable with the long-term benefit of completing an important task. Over time, this makes the less enjoyable task more attractive, as it's associated with something you look forward to. The fifth strategy: practice self-compassion and forgive yourself. One of the most overlooked aspects of overcoming procrastination is the importance of self-compassion. Studies by Dr. Seikel and others have shown that people who forgive themselves for past procrastination episodes are more likely to avoid procrastination in the future. The logic behind this is simple. When you beat yourself up for procrastinating, you create negative emotions like guilt and shame, which can actually trigger more procrastination. On the other hand, when you practice self-compassion and accept that procrastination is a natural human behavior, you reduce the emotional burden and make it easier to move forward productively. Here's how to practice self-compassion. Acknowledge that everyone procrastinates at times. It doesn't define you. Instead of focusing on what you didn't do, celebrate the progress you've made. Set small, achievable goals to rebuild your momentum, and forgive yourself if you slip up. Remember, overcoming procrastination is a process, not an overnight transformation. Be kind to yourself as you work through it. In conclusion, take control of your time today. Breaking free from procrastination is not about being perfect. It's about finding strategies that work for you and making gradual improvements over time. By understanding the emotional roots of procrastination, using techniques like the 2-minute rule, time blocking, temptation bundling, and practicing self-compassion, you can take control of your time and dramatically enhance your productivity. So, the next time you feel the urge to procrastinate, remember these strategies and take that first small step. The results may surprise you. This video is based on research and insights from experts like Dr. Tim Feichel, James Clear, Cal Newport, and Catherine Milkman, whose work has been instrumental in understanding and overcoming procrastination. By applying their proven methods, you can break free from the cycle of procrastination and start achieving your goals today. If you found this video enjoyable and valuable, we are honored to invite you to join our family. Subscribe now to embark on this exciting journey with us and uncover even more together.